But we are going to be getting into game number 1 of this Grand Finals. MuteAce coming from loser's side, BeastModePaul holding it down from the winner's circle. Going to be running the Steve Bayo matchup to start it off, but I think MuteAce has already kind of demonstrated that he knows what he's doing here, as he was able to take down Quandale Dinglingleton earlier on.
Ooh, okay, and just doesn't have enough durability on that block, and falls out of the up smash because he wasn't standing anymore, which makes sense. But despite that, I mean, Quandale is one guy, but over here, this ain't Quandale.
This is BeastModePaul, baby, and he is looking to put MuteAce in his place, just charging that F smash, looking for the grab as well. Finally, the first amount of damage is put onto BeastModePaul, but MuteAce, he's much the worse for wear as a result. It might not matter. It does matter, as BeastModePaul is able to air dodge away before any punish comes through.
Oh, okay, he is mining for a whole lot here. Got some gold. Maybe going to strike a diamond soon, but he needs to get a straight hit onto MuteAce first before he finds some time. There we go. Minecart's going to give him a little bit, but not as much as he would have liked. We're going to get a back row and more time to mine.
Time to set up these blocks, too. This is a staircase to nowhere but pain.
Oh, speaking of pain, hold on. Might be a different kind of staircase here.
MuteAce
Takes him off the top in classic fashion. Man, does that one bring me back.
I don't think BeastModePaul played Smash. I think he started with Ultimate, and he's kind of struggling here.
Snooze. Okay.
Snooze, back on. MuteAce is more than able to survive this, but up throw might do it here. Oh. No, not quite.
I love Hero's up throw, man. I just love the fact that you just use his full chest on that one. Just like,
yeet.
Oh, man, so straight up. Honestly, that's a Kazuya Mishima for Heihachi.
Sure.
Yeah, it's right off the cliff, but even with
Man,
that said.
Paul just cannot catch a break here on the ledge. Anytime he tries to find space to charge a spell or look for the menu, he gets caught.
Tex.
Finally, though, Tex gets back onto stage, and this is the opportunity he was looking for.
Honestly, MuteAce is getting so much mileage out of this Bayo. That's going to be a quick little flash of static to go ahead and remove MuteAce's first character, but comes down with the Palu, and now it's Palu Seth.
Oh,
hey.
Mute has a huge lead here. There's zero reason for him to approach. He knows it, Paul knows it, but Paul wants him to approach anyway, and he's just going to throw these Shadow Flares Mute's way. If Mute reflects one of these Shadow Flares, though, at him, and it hits, that's going to be 5 orbs rotating around him, and that's almost guaranteed to be a shield break if Paul plays his cards wrong.
Okay, we'll see. I mean, Paul really slowing things down here, but you can see double nair. Gonna go ahead and go to the ledge to get the invuln so he doesn't get hit. That's perfect counterplay we see from MuteAce there. Recognizing his positioning on the stage. Love to see that.
Ooh, gets the pop-up. Nice. Oh, catches the roll with up air as well. BeastModePaul is just hemorrhaging percents, and I think this is why he so badly wanted to keep his distance from MuteAce. Is anytime he comes in, he whiffs once, and he's subject to a little bit of a trip around the world, or at least around PS2.
Hey, and at this point, right, like MuteAce is in back air territory yet again, right? Like, he kind of did all the work. Bayo really did do so much damage that Beast Mode never really recovered that. If I'm MuteAce, I'm just going to start with the Bayo every single match. Like,
absolutely. Until he demonstrates himself capable of countering the matchup, I'm just going to keep abusing it. The sad and scary thing here for BeastModePaul is even if he does take out the Palisana, which he's looking more likely to do by the moment, he'll lose wing pretty shortly after that, so he won't be able to make use of his strongest tool against MuteAce's strongest character, and he's not even going to get the shot at it as the up air takes him off, and he immediately goes for the finger twirl. Run it back, baby.
Okay, yeah, we're going to see. I mean, Beast Mode, of course, I mean, sitting on the winner's side of things is definitely like, I do have some room to work with, right? That's one thing we do have in favor of Beast Mode is that, all right, if he loses one set, well, at least there's another.
Just while we have a little bit of a moment in between while the players are repicking their characters, I see a lot of people in chat asking why MuteAce isn't going Peach Daisy. Echoes are banned from this format in squads. So if you use Peach, you can't use Daisy. If you use Samus, you can't use Dark Samus. The one that's a little bit contentious that people talk about is Ryu Ken and also Chrom Roy. I'm not sure what the ruling here for Rise and Grind is, but I think that they are allowed. So you can have both Ryu Ken on the same team, but you can't obviously have Peach Daisy.
Which, yeah, I mean, tracks, right?
Yeah, they're the same. They are identical. Like, even with Samus, Dark Samus, they have, like, very small differences, but it's not enough differences to really make much of a difference except in certain situations. Peach, Daisy, they're the same. There's no difference.
Which at that point, it's like, I mean, unless you like flowers, you know, aesthetically. Oh.
I mean, aesthetically, that's a whole nother conversation, but MuteAce has his own sense of aesthetics here. He's giving us a little bit of a show with the good old Bayo.
He gets so many bullets, dude. Like, that's just a full-on, like, Knight and Matapan. Like, that is wild.
Wild take here. I honestly think bullet arts, specifically just the neutral beam, is better than in this game than it was in Smash 4. You're speechless from that one.
No, I'm not even speechless. I just had to take a moment to think about it because I think bullet arts in Smash 4 had, I think, just more applications. But I do think that, like, where it's good in this game, it is extremely good.
It's not really much of a question, though, which version of the character was better. It's not the version we're seeing here. Thankfully, we had enough of her at SmashCon during that Smash 4 bracket, which had, like, 5 Bayos in the top 8, I think.
Yeah, had to pass it over to Fighters Pass 2, right? Like, that's the world we live in now. Ooh, tries to get the poke. A little bit of an early counter coming out there as well. And MuteAce is going to fight back to the stage. How are you going to get the edge guard? Up tilt again.
Just
so
like that.
Good at that.
That's how he's going to get the edge guard flambo with ease, seemingly.
Turn around up tilt, just perfect timing.
MuteAce's movement is just so clean with this character.
Oh.
Like, all of his turnarounds, they're on point. His pivots are great. His walking, like his swaps between walking and running are all so good. And, 67. Resets resources on stage, goes off for the Nair again. Nair again, wash, rinse, repeat. BeastModePaul finally gets back.
Okay, and he air dodges off stage here, which means he won't have much. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Okay, a little bit of a mess up from MuteAce there, kind of getting stuck under Pokemon Stadium for a little bit there, and Beast Mode was able to capitalize. But once again, so much bleeding, right? Like, it doesn't really matter at this point because for my man over here, MuteAce hit him twice, back air, the game's over.
118% on BeastModePaul. He's at the ledge again. MuteAce has shown himself very proficient in trapping Paul at the ledge, but great patience from Paul there. I saw the kamikaze there. I saw him hover it. It would have been a funny way to end the game.
Sometimes it's like, do I want to spend my mental as a resource to go ahead and try to make this comeback? But I think as a hero player, you can never really count yourself out.
You could always find something
that's hilarious,
crazy messed up, but MuteAce is able to find another crazy messed up move in the form of Palu's Bear. Close out that game. 2-0 now. One off of resetting the bracket.
And it was like Beast Mode, he was sitting in shield on the platform. He was like, I don't really want to let go because, like, what if you decide to, like, jump up air me? I'm going to get caught as
It was the way he died game 1.
And then also he could go for up smash as well, right? So then he was like, I'm away. Okay, I'm going to jump away now. And then it's like MuteAce, like, very clearly recognized what the situation was and just back aired him for it. Like, it was, he did not have to think twice about it.
Did not have the correct answer. Pichu. Beast Mode is changing it. No hero either. Okay. I was very confused for a moment there when we saw Pikachu, Sephiroth, Sora as the lineup from BMP. But no, the hero is still coming out. And I think it's actually going to be his starter here if I caught that correct. No, it's his anchor. Okay, never mind.
Interesting. All right, so we are going to see Haley Joel Osment come out on the side of Beast Mode, but I don't know. I always I want to see Sora's do well.
I don't.
Not like, I don't want to see like Min-Main do well, you know, like camping by the
Whoa,
ledge.
hey!
Now I'll throw the direct shots, that's fine, but like, there's certain, it's like, I know he can do cool things, but I've yet to see it happen in bracket once.
I've seen cool clips on Twitter. I've never seen cool clips in a bracket situation. And like, that's no offense to Sora players. They're all great, and they're doing their best with this character. I just do not like this character.
Yo, Strides, get your Sora up.
Shout out to Strides, man.
But
Strides. BeastModePaul going to be trying to make it work, and he's actually doing pretty well thus far with the Sora. 60% on the board, and he's been able to get out of a lot of these combos just thanks to the floaty nature of the character, ones that he would have been eating a little bit more on his other characters.
Okay. And just like that, honestly, much better than I thought the Sora would do. Maybe the floaty nature of it just kind of lending in the favor of Beast Mode here, as he actually gets hit by a Wind Twist out of the ice and almost loses the stock for it.
Yeah, I think two characters or two kinds of characters, not two characters, are particularly well equipped to deal with Bayo in this game, and that's characters that are really floaty and can play the air game very well, or characters that are very good grounded and have strong out-of-shield games. And Beast Mode Paul, with the raw F-Smash, takes down MuteAce's first stock, the first time this set that we've seen him with a lead, and it is indeed thanks to the Sora.
Yeah, which is like wild for me to actually like believe, you know, but I mean, it's happening right in front of me. The Sora was the only character that Beast Mode was able to whoop out thus far to give any semblance of a fighting chance against the Bayo, and now we actually get to see MuteAce be forced onto the other characters significantly earlier. Like, this might be a last character game.
Could definitely be. We've seen it happen a few times against both H4 and against D-Dog, but he's yet to be able to force out that Peach, the final anchor character.
Nice.
Oh, that's going to hurt. No, actually, I'm surprised MuteAce didn't go for more.
Yeah, he just kind of took his hit and got out, and you know what? Was pushing the advantage pretty well regardless there, so I don't necessarily blame him, but that could have led to a stop, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Play that mid-range game, just stay out of the range of the sword. And Mute does not have the lead at the moment, so very smart of him to do so.
But for how much longer is that going to be the case, as we have a very close game here? A nice little punish on a dash attack. The wing is out to play. He goes down for a falling nair to potentially secure the KO, but can't quite find it. But that is the Palu classic, right?
Sephiroth does have wing now. That means he's going to be a little bit more scary. And just the F-tilt to punish the bounce up on the teleport, going to bring out the Peach for the first time.
Okay, here we go. Finally pushed to the end here. Maybe, just maybe, Beast Mode might be able to get this game. I was thinking, is this going to be a reset, like a 3-0 and a reset? But no, it may not be. We'll see.
Hello,
Here
Mr.
comes
Saturn.
Ooh,
oh, Mr.
Kobe.
Saturn.
That's it. All right, down to the final character as well on Beast Mode. It's going to be this hero, but this hero has been phenomenal.
Stitch Face could just evaporate.
We just got to get bounce. Just got to look for bounce.
Well, he's got to wait for Accelerado to run out first, too.
Oh, true.
Oh! No!
Okay.
59!
Not the worst thing in the world, I think, consider. At least you still have your stock. Ooh, and we have turnip conversions as well.
That was a scary lineup on the menu there. He had Kaboom, Whack, and Snooze.
Oh! MuteAce barely alive here. Has to blow the parasol, gets caught by the tilt.
And there it is.
Fire.
Beast Mode Paul finds the Flame Slash.
That's perfect, man. That's the thing. He was pulling that menu up quite a bit, right? And especially a character like Peach isn't going to be able to get over to Hero with the quickest of speed, which means that he's going to have a lot of time to cycle through the menu and try to look for favorable options more often than he would in other matchups. And so the moment he was able to get past the Bayo, suddenly, oh look, we have a game, right? And now we're going to go over to game 4. I'm assuming MuteAce probably going to keep the same lineup, but
I mean, we talked about it after game
maybe.
1. Like, we talked about it after game 1 where MuteAce was just going to keep throwing out the Bayonetta first, until at which point Beast Mode Paul demonstrated a capability to deal with it. Now that he has demonstrated a capability of dealing with it, we're seeing a swap up. It looks like it's going to be Palu to come out to deal with the Sora first, keeping that Bayo as the middle of the road, and then Peach once again, as usual, to anchor with it. The only time we've seen Mute not anchor with Peach was when he was against H4's Pika.
Okay, here we go. I mean, starting off the next game, it's just like, let's go ahead and throw out some spells, see if maybe I can get some advantage that way, but nothing connected, and now MuteAce just starting off with Juggle with a quick 53. Has complete control of the stage here as well. Going to back air and back into the corner, reset the ledge trap, catches him with the down tilt again. That's 2 in a row into a forward air, throws out the explosive flame to force out the dodge, which makes the auto reticle guaranteed on hit, and doesn't do the second hit of Sonic Blade, so that's just going to be a perfect 0 to death.
I think that was another one of the, like, obviously the missing the second Sonic Blade was probably a mistake, but even then, if he had done the second one, unless the angle was absolutely perfect, he was going above ledge, getting down tilted, and then probably back aired off of it. Yep. So it was just going to be either a kill or repeat the process. It was just a really bad spot for Beast Mode Paul to find himself in, and a good job by MuteAce for setting that up. Sephiroth is back out again, but it's a much different story this time, as MuteAce was able to take down the Sora completely untouched. Gets caught by the triple Shadow Flare.
Shield 2, no, gonna warp to the ledge, and then yet again, we've seen Samsora do that in a variety of ways throughout the game thus far, rather throughout the set, just using ledge intangibility to go ahead and dodge those flames. And now, I mean, the POW is doing okay. Admittedly, I thought it would be doing a little bit better against Sephiroth than it currently is,
yeah,
but there's still time.
Actually kind of surprising to me to see Mute struggling in this matchup. He showed himself very confident against Seph with Bayo, and I would almost assume that if he's good at it with Bayo, he would be good at it with Palu as well, but BeastModePaul doing a phenomenal job at keeping the pressure up. Yeah,
beautiful read as well on the teleport cancel on the side platform. But one thing I will say that MuteAce has been doing well is getting the parry on Sephiroth's back air and then punishing with like a dash tag. Yep, guaranteed, because the re-grab right there, but he'll take the down tilt over getting hit by that any day of the week, so maybe a stronger punish needs to happen next time. And I'm like kind of surprised that he got caught on the teleport there, because normally if you do it high into the ledge, you don't have the 2-frame ability.
Oh, the falling down nairs, though, almost spelling disaster for BMP, but he's able to use the Octa Slash to get back up to the stage and get caught by a Witch Twist. Oh, hang on. MuteAce is almost out of resources? No, okay, never mind. He's perfectly fine.
There we go. All right, air dodge is back onto the stage. And this is going to be a closer game than I thought it would be, honestly, but Mute definitely trying to bring us to a reset. And so far, I mean, might still be able to do so as he has a smidge of a lead, but this Sephiroth has been proving more of a pain than I think we both thought.
Oh. Yeah, like I was telling you, like, before our first match of the day, that winners quarters finals with BeastModePaul versus Jordan, like, Sephiroth is probably his second best character. He pulls him out in bracket in singles from time to time in matchups that he's not, like, super confident that Hero is good in. Okay. But it's not going to recover back to stage, so out comes that tried and true Hero. See if he can prevent the reset, if he can take us to game 5, if he can get maybe just a little bit of luck on his side, or if MuteAce will take us one step closer to his own victory in this series.
And there we go. Going right to that menu, trying to find these quick spells that have explosive potential, but MuteAce hasn't really been hit by it yet, but that doesn't mean he won't be, so we'll find out.
That shield flicker pressure kind of gross, if you ask me. They're both like, all right, come on, you know you want to do something here. You know you want to try it. Both of them just sitting in shield. That's something we've seen a propensity from BMP to do.
Oh man, if MuteAce is having a tough time finding a way in, finally there's going to be a little bit of an opening, but only gets 2 stray hits and not kind of the big juicy Bayo conversion we've seen thus far, but just really trying to space around that sword and doesn't want to get caught without, you know, trying to do a good decision. There we go. Falling neutral air, catches him with a Witch Twist. Not going to be an edge guard, but good damage starting to rack up here. This is exactly what MuteAce was looking for. Just took some time to find the opening, and all of a sudden the momentum is shifted completely in MuteAce's favor. Oh my god.
That right hook comes through again, as you called it last time we saw it. That's a number on BeastModePaul's jaw, as it sends him to the bracket reset 3-1. Good job by MuteAce.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was like kind of a picture-perfect example of like what you can do once you're pushing your advantage state, right? Like, that was perfect punish game. Got his hit, right? It took probably like a minute and 30 before he was even able to find that opening. And then he found that opening, carried it to so much damage, and then just completely annihilated the stock. And that's how you need to be able to play if you want to be in Grants.
And I mean, you could even see it from BeastModePaul in the player cam towards the end there. Like, he got hit once by MuteAce, and you're just shaking his head. He was like, no, 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 no. Like, I worked so hard. I kept him out for so long. I did everything right, and then I whiffed once, and I lost the game for it. It hurts. It feels bad. But, I mean, he plays Hero, so I think he kind of has to take some of his own medicine on occasion.
I mean, just like that, here we are. Reset has happened. We're going to have MuteAce versus
small battlefield again, too.
My guy, BeastModePaul, in a brand new set. Both of these guys are on the loser side here, but whoever gets the first to 3 here will be the first ever Rise and Grind Squad Strike champ.
I like the idea from BeastModePaul, actually, just doing up B to ledge drop, up B to ledge to get those extra hits of the Octa Slash. He's eventually punished and taken for a little bit of a ride from it. There's no way that killed!
But it did last. It did.
That had to be sus DI. I refuse to believe that it kills that early. Like, sure, Scintilla is strong and it got it off of the good hit of ABK, but like, come on, bro.
In the corner like that, I mean, probably sometimes you get hit by moves as well, and like you don't expect to go that far. Like you're probably thinking I'm good, so you're not even trying to DI that hard, and then you just end up being
in
taken
the blast
out.
zone.
Yeah.
And the Palu actually like not even faring that much better
shield
against the Sephiroth than the Bayo did. That shield looking like about to break on the verge of it.
Yeah, looking like some bubble wrap. Just one little poke, and it would pop. But
ooh, the underneath up tilt going to beat out the Scintilla this time, though. MuteAce not going to fall for the same tricks twice.
All right, what do you got here, MuteAce? Force him to go low. Still spacing back. Here's a beautiful retaliation coming out from Beast Mode to get back onto the stage, but MuteAce answers right back, reflects that fireball, and says, I'm going to get you this time. And that's a regrab.
Yeah, but MuteAce doesn't want to challenge it. The first time he did try and challenge the regrab, he ended up getting caught by the rising hits of Octoslash, so he's just like, all right, I'm going to chill on the platform. You can have that. That's yours. Have fun.
Okay. Now, here we go. We're going to wait here. Doesn't want to get caught by the Octoslash. As you mentioned, he actually rolls in. Like, I feel like, you know, one more second and MuteAce would have caught it, but it doesn't matter. He still finds the KO anyway. And now we got ourselves some juice here as the Sora's back out to play, and I'm curious to see how it's going to perform.
Right, but it feels like the Sora was more of a Bayo counter. It kind of got washed by the Palutena when we saw it. It got 0'd to death off the bat in game number 4. We'll have to see if he can do better with it this time around, or if MuteAce is just going to be able to eviscerate it again and find himself the lead that he lost thanks to that offstage Scintilla on the ABK. And it's looking like a good start to it.
Nice.
Gets hit by the rising up B, though.
So at this point, like, it's, oh man, I don't know. I mean, as you said it, right? It was much more of a Bayo counter than just like, you know, seeming like the best of the characters that he can play. I mean, this Palu, once again, kind of steamrolling through the Sora. We'll see. Beautiful reflect as well coming out from MuteAce. It's going to be a punish as well, and the stock. And now it's going to be BeastModePaul on the back foot. We do have this hero, which by large and far is his best character.
Yeah, I like the attempt from BeastModePaul bringing the Sora to bear again, since it worked so well in the last set, but it just did not work out the way he wanted it to here. MuteAce just too good with the Palu against that character, not letting him get away with anything, and now he's just going to be building up that extra credit before Peach maybe has to rear her head.
Okay, another Psych Up coming out. Going to heal some of that damage as well. Love to see it. Throws out a whack. Beautiful shield on reaction from MuteAce there, because that could have been the stock.
Ooh, reads the air dodge in, but actually doesn't commit to the punish. Ends up fast falling the up air because he thought that he had missed it, so doesn't go for all of the hits. And then Kaboom just shield pokes there, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what happened there, because MuteAce definitely was holding that R button, but probably just could not contain the entire blast. And now we're going to see if Beast Mode can bring this one back. Needs to get back on the stage. He doesn't have a double jump because he ended up burning it, but Zoom coming out clutch there to get him out of a really bad spot.
BeastModePaul just looking for something, anything here. Gets the grab to send Mute off stage, and he's falling low. You saw him charging that menu. He was either going to go for Bang or Crackle Slash, because either one of those might have actually been able to kill that close to the blast zone, but MuteAce very smartly just going low to avoid that eventuality.
Yeah, and I do like the attempt as well, because I remember when Hero first came out, like Gimmer did make a video about like the ways that like Hero can edge guard using that up special and conversions, and that was something that was potentially on the table as well, but MuteAce didn't get hit by it, and now we have a very close game. Beast Mode is doing the work here.
Oh, MuteAce looking for... Oh, that's so scary!
It,
and that is going to be it, as Beast Mode Dad once again pops off in the crowd for the shield break.
You know, it's definitely like, you gotta... Like, that's one of the things about Hero. You gotta read faster than the Hero player can. You know?
If they outspeed read you, you die. You get your shield popped, and then bye-bye.
That's like, oh man, like I don't even know that MuteAce had the chance to know what spell got picked before his shield was broken.
Flame Slash is so fast. I don't know what frame it is, but it's frame unreactable for sure.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. And like unless you just get like lucky, or unless you read it far in advance and then guess at the timing that they're going to push that button, you're not parrying that, so you just your shield pops.
Yeah. No, it's I'm not gonna say it's unfair, but kind of, kind of. But that's okay.
Drops the Sora, and actually a little bit unfortunate that he does because it's the Bayo to start again. So
Yeah.
lost that counter.
Well, okay. I mean, we are gonna have my guy Steven out in the front here, gonna try and make some damage happen as MuteAce once again trying to hunt down this Steve with this Bayonetta.
The up B. Now it's MuteAce's turn to do some damage. Gets the double nair, too. Very nice there. Recognizing that he wouldn't have been able to follow up with another ABK.
Okay, I like this again. Oh, nice switch twist. Good DI on it, though. Or maybe it caught him in a weird spot because he went completely to the top right. Didn't really get a follow-up. There's an anvil as well. Some time to mine. Got some gold. Swing!
Oh!
I know, right? It's always terrifying. Always terrifying.
I'm MuteAce. I'm just waiting that out. I'm not going to try and punish that. I was like, all right, bro, you got it. All yours. That part of the stage, it belongs to you for now.
Yeah, it's like, I'll camp out, man. I ain't no rush. It's like traffic in LA on a Friday. You're like, man, rush hour, no way.
I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew what I signed up for. I just got to deal with it now.
Oh, my gosh.
Bullet Arts deep off stage. Mute tries for the Rising Witch twist to punish the Elytra back, but doesn't do its job.
Oh my gosh, that was great aggression just coming out from MuteAce there. Was threatening the back air on the side platform for so long, came down with it, and like Beast Mode knew he was fishing for it, so he shielded it, but then immediately the ABK to set up for another situation where he finds the back air anyway.
Great spacing around the Shadow Flare.
Okay.
This is damage, but MuteAce has learned his lesson. He's not getting hit by the same thing that ended up taking out the Bayo early before the reset happened.
Oh, and the back air from BeastModePaul will finally get the first stock of the Bayo. Gonna go ahead and wait for the Palu to spawn in as we're gonna see how this matchup is. I believe the last time they did it, Beast Mode Sephiroth is doing a lot better than I thought, and I'm wondering if he's gonna be able to keep that up this time, or if MuteAce got it figured out.
Now, I don't know if that was just a whiff by MuteAce, but what I think it was is he recognized that the Scintilla was going to start off and fast fell his aerial to actually avoid hitting BeastModePaul. Great reaction by him if that was the case, and if not, good job, you got lucky.
Hey, yeah, no, honestly. And at this point, it's
Either
like,
way.
you gotta clean it up just a little bit. 112. Back air, not gonna do it in the corner. It'll probably be enough at 126, but the Octo Slash is gonna be able to save Beast Mode from the corner, and now we have to play in center.
Gets the fair. Beast Mode just once again trapped in the corner, trying to recover. Wow. Good air dodge by MuteAce. A life-saving air dodge, in fact. Back throw, not going to be enough to KO, though. He needs either a little bit more rage or a little bit more percent to close the curtain on this character.
Another one.
And there's the extra percent and the extra rage. He got both.
Okay, and now it's once again down this hero. This guy, this has been the thorn in MuteAce's side, right? Like, it's like
He's got that dog in him.
it just he rabid. You know, you need some shots in him, because everotherwise, again, back to back.
And Beast Mode Dad pops off. Every time.
Every time.
I love it.
That's a good parent right there, man. Yeah, no matter what, through thick and thin, man, family is family. I'll raise that guy.
Those shield breaks, that's genetic.
Yeah, fact.
Got that from me.
Luckily for MuteAce, though, at least it wasn't the final stock of the game, right? So he at least has the piece to play with. Gets a nice conversion off the turnip as well. Zoom's going to go ahead and be a jail out of free card for Beast Mode, though, but gets pushed back into the corner anyway as MuteAce keeps up this pressure.
Up tilt to punish the landing, a great anti-air, but he's going to have to do some menu shenanigans to get back this lead. MuteAce has built up so much damage on him. Looks for the Sizz, gets the bounce out to avoid any turn-ups, but he's almost out of mana. He's only got 33 left, and MuteAce might just close it out before he even gets the chance to recharge that anymore.
Yeah, he needs to get back onto the stage, but hasn't had a chance. Weak hit in the neutral air. Doesn't even matter. He's able to follow up with a double jab and then a float cancel forward air. Slap him with the crown. Comes out from MuteAce to go ahead and secure that game. So we got ourselves a set. It's 1-1 a pop.
Yeah, that's the thing that MuteAce, I think, has gotten into his head is I don't want to be anywhere near BeastModePaul when he's menuing. Because if I am, my shield's going to break, I'm going to die, something bad's going to happen. It's shenanigans, essentially. So MuteAce did such a good job of playing that mid-range around BMP while he was menuing and then finding the critical hit, just comboing him into oblivion.
Okay. And with that said, Game 3's coming up here. Once again, this will be best of 5, so we got at least one more after this.
The FD music, too, starting off. I am kind of curious as to why we've run it back to Small Battlefield the last, like, 3 or 4 games in a row. Because I think there are better stages for both of these rosters in the stage list, but it's their decision, and they're deciding to keep it on SBF.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's just for the music.
Once again, I mean, the Bayo was out as the first pick, right? And like we were saying before, I mean, he put the Sora away. It was kind of for this character, and it did work when it happened. But now it's going to be the Steve against the Bayo again. And the Steve really hasn't been able to get too much mileage against the Bayo, but he does have a fair amount of resources. Definitely, I mean, at this point, like if you're Steve, I say just start throwing minecarts out. Like you got them, spend them. Because it's just so good of a move that you may as well just let him rip.
I actually thought he was in for a world of punishment with the Elytra back to the ledge there because I thought MuteAce would have been able to intercept, but the Elytra actually beats it out. Grab into F throw to get stage positioning. That's a little bit of time to mine, a little bit of time to build resources. He looks for the bear, doesn't find it. He wants to craft this gold. You can see it, but he's too scared of MuteAce's pressure to actually take the opportunity given.
There we go. Gonna go ahead and up smash to the ledge, probably jump up, maybe throw out a minecart. No, actually rolls in, drops the anvil. I think he wanted that a little bit more to the left to make it all the way down to the base platform, but it's okay.
Oh, back air shielded once again, and this should be the opportunity for the KO. No, MuteAce only punishes with a dash attack, and while he thought it might have been enough to KO, I thought it might have been enough to KO too. It just wasn't.
Oh, man, yeah.
Grab F throw should do it here, though. Yeah, it absolutely
was terrified.
does.
He was terrified. I mean, you saw me, got on the stage, air dodge, back to the ledge, was like, I don't really know how I'm going to get back on here, and now the Sephiroth is out to play, but like, I can feel a little bit of nerves coming out from Beast Mode. He really wants this.
Look at the flying circus off stage from Bayonetta. She's just like, all right, you can charge your Giga Flare. I'm gonna do a couple flips, maybe a couple reverse flips. That's pretty cool.
You know what it is? Get that Barnum and Bailey's, baby.
Yes, sir. Cirque du Soleil in town. Nairs are doing a lot right now.
Yeah, I don't know what Beast Mode's answer is going to be here. He needs to get back on the aggressive a little bit. Definitely a big fan of just like whiff punish playstyle, right? Doesn't tend to love to be the one aggressing, but in this scenario is going to need to do it if he wants to stay alive in this game. The Sephiroth is taking too much damage without sending any back to MuteAce.
24% is all he's been able to do until now. Gets the Nair back air to bring him to 58. Tries for the down tilt to 2-frame, but he's more than content to just disengage after getting his little crumb of damage because eventually he's going to find another opportunity to do so. 69% now on mute as BMP uses that extra double jump afforded to him by the one wing to get back to stage. He looks for the down smash, but I think MuteAce is a little bit tired of getting his shield popped throughout this set. He's not letting it happen again.
Beast Mode's like, I've gotten so much mileage off these shield pokes that I'm going to still fish for him. MuteAce is on the opposite side of that where he's like, I'm sick of it, right?
I'm sick and tired of my shield being broken.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's where he's at now. He's like,
I want to go play singles, bro.
Honestly. I'm trying to hit the Tekken 7 setup they got in the other room.
There's a Tekken setup?
Yeah, there's a Tekken 7 setup.
All right.
Just one. It's all stick, though, so if
I'll
you play pad.
I play pad, so I might be screwed. I'll give stick a try.
But I'll do it, yeah. All right, well, there you go. Right back to the match, though, as this Sephiroth slowly but surely has managed to work its way back into the match. Gets a little bit of forward throw. Going to go ahead and throw out a Giga Flare.
Ooh, that actually catches MuteAce's get up as well, so that's going to be the stock. All of a sudden, BeastModePaul might actually take the lead in this set once again. He's got to deal with the Peach, the tried and true, the main. That's been a very difficult prospect for him throughout this entire series. Once again, 0-0, Hero versus Peach, main versus main. Who's going to come out on top?
Okay. Oh, the down air sends the other way, which, like, can be considered fortunate depending on your perspective because MuteAce does get a juicy follow-up that's still going, you know? But then the other option was, like, he would be off stage in a bad spot, too. So, like, either way, it's kind of the lesser of two evils. But it's a bad spot to be in still. That sleep could have been crazy.
And MuteAce just has to not get hit, has to not get touched by any of the shenanigans, because if one of them makes connection, BeastModePaul could all of a sudden turn it around and take this game, take the lead in the set. MuteAce, he's got to work pretty hard to make this happen, but he's no stranger to hard work.
Okay, so to the side. Go ahead, throw that up. Oh, I thought he was going to cover the roll in.
That's the first time in a while that MuteAce has actually missed one of those roll reads at ledge, too.
Nice little forward air going to come out here as well. throw that straight up, zoom down. He has bounce anyway, so it's like you can't even use the turnip reliably to edge guard in that scenario.
Yeah, MuteAce was essentially trying to guess twice in that situation, because usually, obviously, you only get to cover one spot. You only get to guess once at where the Peach is going to, or where the hero, excuse me, is going to come out. But he threw up the turnip to try and get 2 opportunities at the punish on it. But now it's Christmas. He's red and green, and down he goes. MuteAce loses out to that back air.
And yet another pop-off from Beast Mode Dad.
Beast Mode Dad's having the time of his life, bro. Shout out to supportive parents in the Smash scene. He's giving me he's giving us the thumbs up. He's giving the one more.
I love it. Uno mas. Uno mas.
That is like probably top 1 scariest situation in the game. Like you like disengage after maybe an advantage state, or one of you resets neutral. Hero goes to the other side of the stage, and then he becomes death.
Yeah.
Like destroyer of worlds.
Just like immediate double buff in his back. It's like when you walking down mid lane and you see a jungler with red and blue.
Get me out of here, bro.
No.
I did not sign up to fight God today. Not without backup.
Oh, man. But with that said, potentially the last game of Squad Strike singles could be this one if Beast Mode Paul is able to close it out here. MuteAce can win this one, but then it'll have to go to a Game 5. We'll see what's going to happen.
We very nearly saw a Game 5 in the first set as well, but MuteAce was able to close that out during game number 4. This time, though, the shoe is on the other foot. We'll see if BMP can close it out this time around, or if, like you said, Game 5 is in the cards.
Okay. Shielding that one. Gonna go ahead and throw out a minecart. ABK's right over that joint. And into the Witch Twist we go. Air dodge is off stage.
Oh, if MuteAce had caught that Witch Twist and gotten like Witch Twist ABK fair, that deep off stage, it almost certainly would have been a stock, but not to be. Not this time, at least.
Okay, goes for the down air again. Gonna send him forward, send him off stage. We set up for the ledge trap one more time for the fans.
There's no respite for BMP on this stage. Anytime he tries to land, tries to reset, MuteAce is just in his face again. He's like, all right, let's go for round 2.
Oh.
That's scary.
Did well, though. Navigated it almost perfectly, I'd say. It was the final blow that kind of sent him back off stage, but was able to maneuver around the Bayo and whiff a grab, though. That's definitely going to be your stock. So with that said, moving on to the next one, as it looks like the Bayo is doing the Bayo thing again. It's always hard to tell with BMP.
Don't let it be you. Okay, it's not going to be you this time around.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to see the... It still could be. But no fair on the side blast zone this time.
Okay, man, yeah, you can never tell how well the Bayo's going to do for MuteAce. Sometimes it just steamrolls through BMP, and then other times it's like, you know, it's managed to get shut down. But this game is looking like one of those games where it may steamroll, but usually where it happens is like, it gets through the first character, it does some damage to Sephiroth, then Sephiroth manages to KO the Bayo, and then mounts the comeback on the Palu is what it's been. So
that's been the pattern so far, is that BeastModePaul is always like making use of Wing to kill Palu at, like, even though he's already at pretty high percent, he's going to be in that for a while.
Oh, man.
No punish, though. I can't believe Witch Time like didn't lead to a punish there. Instead, it's the back air.
I thought it was going to be like much longer of some.
Well, he was so Witch Time is weird in that the time that you are stunned for isn't actually damage dependent. It's based on the percents between the two players and also how many times Witch Time has been used before. So like, but he hadn't used it at all, right? And so like I thought he would be in that long enough for MuteAce to find the stock. Found it anyway, though. Or, sorry, didn't find it anyway. BeastModePaul was able to find the stock.
And so now it's like, is this script solved? Does the Sephiroth mount the comeback on the Palu like it has the past few games? And then, you know, eventually it gets KO'd by the Peach, but then Hero comes out and just seals the deal? Because that's what it's looking like it's going to be. He's already gotten 71, 86 now, and he's just tacking on more and more extra damage with the Sephiroth. Might even get the stock with the Giga Flare again.
Also, full disclosure before I get cooked in chat for being wrong about Witch Time, that's what Lima told me. I don't know if that's true or not. That's how Lima explained Witch Time to me when I asked.
I know at least the repetitive uses thing is correct.
Yeah, it definitely does get weaker on repetitive uses. But I trust Lima, at least when it comes to Witch Time.
To Bayo stuff.
Yeah.
right, there's the back air, and this time it's actually going to be MuteAce getting the stock first, which is a little bit different than what we're used to, so this could lead to a MuteAce victory here as BeastModePaul trying to get to center, going to be able to look at the menu here after that, gets the psych up perfect, exactly what he wanted, and snooze, Metal Slash? No way.
Metal Slash does nothing in this situation, so there's no way
I
he
was
uses
like,
it.
why are you hovering on that?
I don't like that air
Same.
dodge. Not at all. That was scary. The up tilt, not going to do it.
Barely. Okay, looking again. A whack. Got a Hatchet Man in there. Probably not going to throw that one out. A bang. Not going to catch. But
Okay.
Perfect.
18.1%. Beast Mode Paul with the buff. He's so damn close to closing out this entire bracket with a dub in one of the biggest side events here at Rise and Grind. This would be a huge start to the weekend for him before he even begins singles, and he's got the percent lead.
Oh, man. And just look at it, has the buff as well. MuteAce is trying to hit this hero, but swords can be tough for Peach to deal with. It's been that way in every single iteration of Smash. And despite the fact that, you know, hero a little bit slower on the frame data, still has the ability to box you out. And just like that, 71% up tilt is getting to the danger zone now for MuteAce, as potentially this could be the end of the tournament soon.
Ooh, the double grab. MuteAce whiffs on both of them. That's going to give Beast Mode Paul the ability to escape and get the buffs up. But he's deep off
going to
stage
game
against
5?
the Peef. Great air dodge from BMP. He regains control of the stage.
Oh, nice
He wants it.
anti-air.
He wants it so bad. He catches the turnip
No
and
throw.
everything.
Okay, throws the turnip here. He goes for a hard. Oh! The shield hangs on just barely. Beast Mode's dad almost pops off preemptively, but there's still more Smash to be played here, as just one singular blow from Beast Mode could spell the end of the tournament. But on the side of MuteAce, if he can get the hit, we're going to game 5.
Wait! That almost KO'd. He throws it back, and he forces the high recovery with whack so he could do runoff fair. Beast Mode Paul, your Squad Strike champion at Rise and Grind 2022.